has a shore power outlet on the passenger side of the van. That up, plug in an extension cord, and you have got power to everything in the van. The electrical system in the Aerie van is designed to have everything you need to get on the road with plenty of room for future upgrades. As it's configured from the factory, all of the 120 volt outlets in the van are run off of the inverter, so you're limited to a maximum of 1500 watts. You can run a small hairdryer or a blender. You wouldn't be able to run an induction cooktop or anything that draws a lot of power off of that. We've got a 1500 watt power inverter here, and this powers the 120 volt outlets here and in the back. And then here is the power charger / battery maintainer. This connects to the shore power outlet that is on the back of the vehicle for plugging in at a campground or at home. There, okay, main power switch. This switch will disconnect all power, everything we install disconnects it from the vehicle itself. So if you're going to let your van sit for more than a few days, it's a good idea to turn that off. There is a small parasitic loss with the inverter, and all of them do that, unfortunately, so it will drain your battery after a week or two of sitting, so if you don't disconnect that. Then we've got fuse box. It's got all your fuses for lights, water pump, power outlets here, fan. There is a 30 amp breaker going to that, and we have a 200 amp circuit breaker going to the main power cable up to the van battery itself. There is space to add a second battery. A Group 27 AGM battery will fit in this space here. If you wanted to have more battery capacity than that, there is space inside this cabinet to mount 2 to 3 additional batteries. So you can have basically as much power as you want in the Aerie van. There is wiring for solar panels, and that comes down into here. These go up to the roof into a waterproof connection up on the roof. It's an industry standard, so if you get solar panels and put them up there, they just plug right in. You would connect this to the solar charge controller and wire it into here, and we can help you with that if you decide to do that in the future. So there are two primary ways to use the shore power connection here. We set it up with it just plugged into the charger. So if you plug that in, it will charge your battery and run all the lights and everything in here. It will not run the 120 volt inverter. You can use it. It's going to be running off the van battery. Don't want to use that for more than a few minutes at a time, connected the way it is, unless the van's running, and then use it all you want. If you're going to be stationed at a campground or in front of a house where you can plug into shore power regularly, then you might want to connect these two wires to here instead. So that is basically a direct connection from the 120 volt outlets to the shore power. So it's not running through the inverter, and in that case you can run whatever you want off of here. Induction cookers, electric heater, which is kind of nice if you're parked in a cold location for a while and have power that way. Otherwise, you're limited to the 1500 watts of the inverter. But generally that's enough for just about everything except for an induction cooktop or an electric heater. So most of your small appliances, your blender, even a hairdryer, are going to be just fine running off of this. So that gives quite a bit of versatility, and of course if you add extra batteries, solar, then you get a little bit more freedom to run whatever you want when you want to. If you want to do solar in the future and need help connecting all the wiring, feel free to give us a call. We can walk you through all that, and we will have full instruction manual coming out soon to cover all of the wiring and any upgrades you might want to do and how to integrate it into the existing system.